When we walked into camp, I just wanted to lay me swag and go to bed.
Let's go, boys. All right, that training session was all about testing your endurance, your stamina and your strength. With all that being said, it's not just about the training and the nutrition. It's about self-discipline. Let's go with me.
I did think to myself that surely he's not going to flog us again. I thought I can't do with another training session. I just won't make it.
Use your boots, Phil.
Thanks, sir.
Joe, make sure they're polished, they're clean. You'll find everything you need in that bag. Boot polish, razor, hair clippers. Clean boots, clean shaven, hair gone. By the next time I see you. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Jesus. There he comes, mate. You're out of your comfort zone here. You know you don't know what's ahead. But that's what we've been dished, and that's what we've got to do.
Clean shaven. It's taken me years to grow this.
I know. I'm not one to give up. I'm not one to spit the dummy and just pack up and leave. It's just another part of the task here at Commando Camp.
When we rolled into the weigh-in, it was totally different. Commando's definitely no Hayley Lewis. I know that for sure.
That's what I wanted to see. Good self-discipline. Clean shaven and crew cuts. An acceptable presentation. But I also want to see good results. It's your first weigh-in, away from Camp Biggest Loser. Joe, come on up.
Good luck, Joey.
I was just scared of the number I was going to pull on the scales, just because it's a bit of a change. We've been thrown out of a comfort zone and things are a bit tougher out here, and I just didn't know how I'd go.
Joe, last week you weighed in at 126.5 kilos. This week, you weighed in at 122.5 kilos. That's a total weight loss, 4 kilos. That's a weight loss percentage of 3.16%. You happy with those results?
No, not one bit.
That's 4 kilos. Doesn't meet your expectation?
Nah, no. I want at least 6.
Why?
I've been getting 6 most of the time, so that's what I want to keep getting.
You're going to have to train harder. You're going to have to ramp it up. You agree?
Certainly do.
Ramp up that training.
Yep. For him to say, we're going to ramp things up, it made me excited because there's a lot of anger inside now and I'm not happy with that number and there's only one way to fix it and that's to train harder. And if I can let that anger out in me train, I'm going to be laughing the next weigh-in.
All right, Joe. Phil, your turn.
Yeah, right.
Before and after the 29-kilometre race, I'd loaded up a lot on carbs, so I knew my calories were up a bit. So I wasn't expecting any big numbers this week, but I was hoping for a couple of kilos.
Phil, last week you weighed 94.1 kilos. This week, you weigh 99 kilos. That's a total weight gain of 4.9 kilos.
Jesus Christ.
It just shocked me. He put on 4.9 kilos. I just can't get my head around it.
Phil, that gives you a weight gain percentage of minus 5.21%. What happened?
Oh, sir, it's been a up and down week. You know, if I've got any excuses, I had to run in the 21K and I loaded up with a lot of carbs. Obviously, too many. And then I've come out of an environment into a new one and I know I've been eating more than what I was and, you know, my training's still been okay, but obviously it's in my diet. So that's shocking. It is absolutely shocking. To put that weight on, it's just heartbreaking. It really is. I worked so hard to lose the weight I had lost, and to put that on is just, oh, it's a savage blow for me. It really is.
Phil, you can't use being away from Camp Biggest Loser as your excuse. How much weight you lose is up to you.
Yeah.
We're going to have to ramp it up. We're going to have to push harder. You're going to have to dig deep within yourself. And you're going to have to find it within. You agree?
Definitely, sir. Yeah, definitely. I've definitely let it slip. There's no doubt I have. I mean, I can make all the excuses up, but I've let it slip.
All right. Let's go.
Thank you, sir. I've really got my back up against the wall here now, and it's just such a shame because I was in such a great position coming in here.
Welcome to the weigh-in.
Has all the hard work paid off? The weigh-in is next.
Walking into weigh-in today, I was nervous. I feel like I've worked hard enough to stay above the yellow line this week, but I just didn't know what was going to happen.
I haven't given anyone a chance to vote me off yet, and that to me is amazing. So I was stressed that it was going to be me and under the yellow line.
It's just absolutely crazy to know that I'm part of the final six and hopefully going to be part of the final five.
Hi everyone. Hi. Welcome to the weigh-in. Not long ago, there were 18 people standing in this room preparing to weigh in. Now, there are just 6. It's a credit to all of you that you've made it this far. But the fact is, we are only at the halfway mark of this competition. And if you're truly determined to continue on, then this is where it's going to show, right here on the scales. To stay safe, you must avoid falling below the yellow line. Well, on that note, let's find out just how committed you've all been this week. Contestants, it's time to weigh in. Phoebe, as you have immunity, you will be the first to weigh in. Phoebe, come on up.
Immunity is this lovely, cosy, warm, delicious blanket that is going to save me because it's a week I really need it.
Phoebe, last week you weighed 85 kilos. Your current weight is? $82.5 kilos. That gives you a loss of 2.5 kilos and gives you a total weight loss percentage of 2.94%. Well done.
I was super pleased when I saw 2.5 kilos come up. It's not a massive number, but that's cool. It doesn't matter because as long as it's a minus, I'm going to jump out of my skin every week.
Where do you think you were heading if you didn't come here?
Nowhere. I wasn't doing anything with my life. It's pretty sad at 19 when you don't have anything against your name or anything that you can be proud of or feel like you belong anywhere. Camp Biggest Loser has turned me in a complete 180.
What are the things that you can be proud of now?
I've run a half marathon, Hayley. Got less than 20 kilos to go to my goal weight. Next week I'm going to be in the 70s. I'm fitting into size 14 pants. I've made great friends. I'm just happy.
Thanks, Phoebe.
Thanks.
Phoebe has changed immensely. She's so happy within herself. It's lovely to see. Next to weigh in will be Rick. Come on up.
This week's been pretty tough, but I'm feeling good, feeling confident. Came to Camp Biggest Loser wanting to get to 110. I'm now only 6.6 kilos away from my goal.
Rick, last week you weighed 116.6 kilos. Your current weight is? 111.1 kilos. That gives you a loss of 5.5 kilos and a total weight loss percentage of 4.72%. Congratulations. And that puts you into first place. Rick, you've now lost over 61 kilos. How does that feel?
Feels pretty good. When I got here, I thought, I'll probably lose 62 kilos was my goal from start to finish in finale. To already have lost 61 is pretty crazy.
Do you now reset your goals?
I'd like to stay here until my brother returns. That's one thing I really want, and that's a goal that I have personally.
Have you missed him this week?
Yeah, I definitely miss my brother. I've never been apart from my brother more than a couple of weeks in my entire life. So I will miss him over 5 weeks, and we've always been close, so this is definitely going to make us even closer.
Thanks, Rick. You can step down.
I want to get to Final Four, and I want to be here when my brother walks back in. That's what I'm set at now, and that's one of my goals.
David, you're the next to weigh in. Come on up.
Thanks, Hayley. When Hayley called my name to get up on the scales, I was nervous as my legs started shaking. It was just probably the most nervous I've been. I watched Rick's number get posted, and I just thought, oh, what number have I got in me?
David, last week you weighed 113.3 kilos. Your current weight is?
My goal weight is to be under 110 kilos. So anything over 3.3 kilos lost, I'd be extremely happy with.
107.8 kilos. That gives you a loss of 5.5 kilos. That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 4.85% and puts you into first place. Well done.
Yeah!
Oh, that's a good feeling.
David, this is the happiest I've ever seen you.
Yeah, it's a happy day. It's a real happy day. I had a goal of coming to Camp Biggest Loser, and like Rick, I sort of set myself 110 kilos and see where I'm at. So to smash through that today, I'm over the moon. Can't stop shaking, I'm sorry. It's just such a good feeling.
Do you feel like a different person?
I feel totally different.
And are you confident that you'll never go back there?
Oh, absolutely, Hayley. You've got some concrete, I'll write it in concrete. I know what that person was all about, but, that person's dead. He's gone. I've been reborn, and I like the new me.
Thanks, David. You can step down.
Looking at the man that walked into Camp Biggest Loser at 165.6 kilos and looking at one today that is below 110 kilos, it's like chalk and cheese.
The next to weigh in is Lisa.
Last week I was the biggest loser and pulled a great number. This week I don't know if I'm going to be there.
Lisa, come on up.
I've really, really worked hard and my diet's been tight, so whether that's going to be enough, you just got to wait and see.
Wayne, you weigh 161.5 kilos.
That's great. I never would have taken a photo in the olden days, but now, new look, new image, it feels great to get in front of the cameras.
Okay.
This is the best I've looked in a real long time. It just feels great. Before I came on Biggest Loser, my self-esteem was extremely low. Since I've been here now and lost that only 60 kilos, my whole confidence level is sky high. And then when I try on my old clothes now, I mean, it's unbelievable. It's like half the size. It's a big difference. Amazing. No more. I think the finale is the ultimate. That's the grand final day for us. And I just can't wait to get there with all the friends and just to see the changes that we've all made.
Lisa, last week you weighed 84.7 kilos. Your current weight is? 81.5 kilos. That gives you a loss of 3.2 kilos and a total weight loss percentage of 3.78% and puts you into third place. But seeing Phoebe has immunity, it does put you dangerously close to the yellow line.
I'm not going to have any regrets if I'm below the yellow line because I've done everything possible this week. But I thought 3.78, I knew that that would mean I was relying on Caitlin and Shannon to have a bad week to keep me above.
Lisa, can you remember the last time you were 81 kilos?
The year I got married, Hayley. From now on until I get to 67, it's that year, you know.
Wow.
And I've put on such a huge amount of weight, so it's all good.
Does that surpass your expectations of where you thought you would be at this stage in the competition?
Yeah, to be honest, Hayley, I never even thought that I would last this long in the competition. And to achieve, 40 kilos while I've been here is just monumental.
How much do you think you still need to be here?
I still need to be here, Hayley. I was not in my wedding dress and that was my first goal. So, for other people it's like 110 and that's like there, whereas mine's still, 11, 12 kilos away if I'm lucky. So I still really need to be here.
Thanks, Lisa. You can step down.
Thanks, Hayley. I don't want to go home yet because I don't want this journey to end. I want to go home in my wedding dress and not before. So for me, that's the ultimate. And to go home before then, I would feel that it was a little bit of a fail. And I don't want to do that here.
The next to weigh in is Shannon.
I'm pretty sure I was shaking, I was petrified. I didn't know what to expect getting on those scales.
Shannon, to beat Rick and secure yourself another week at Camp Biggest Loser, you have to lose at least 7.5 kilos.
I just looked up at Rick and Dave. All three of us just laughed because there was no way I was losing 7.5 kilos.
Good luck, Shannon. No regrets.
I'm just not feeling it. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be under that yellow line. I just think it's my time to have that poor week. It's happened to everybody else. It's bound to happen to me.
Shannon, last week you weighed 157.9 kilos. Your current weight is 150.6 kilos. That gives you a loss of 7.3 kilos.
I was in shock. I didn't know if I should scream, yell, cry, drop to my knees. I thought I had a bad week.
That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 4.62% and puts you into third place. Lisa, unfortunately, that does mean that you're below the yellow line and will be facing elimination. Shannon, you've lost over 63.5 kilos. You must be very proud.
Oh, I'm more than proud, Hayley. I don't even know the word to use, but I'm just over the moon. When I stumbled, waddled and sweated my way into Camp Biggest Loser, I was embarrassed and 214 kilos. Now I get to stand up here as a 150.6 kilo man. I'm still a fat guy, but I'm on my way to not being as fat. Very excited to know that I'm going to see my fiancée at 150, possibly less, depending on how long I'm here for. And, my mum is getting her son back, and can't ask for much more than that. I thank everyone at Biggest Loser so much because they've given me my life. They haven't given it back because I didn't really have one before, but they've given me one now.
Thanks, Shannon. You can step down.
Thanks, Hayley. I am so proud of what I've been able to achieve. But Caitlin's still got to come up, and she can beat me. And if she beats me, it's going to be me and Lisa under that yellow line.
Caitlin, to beat Shannon.